Welcome to Citizens View. I'm Charles Domina, a retired attorney, college lecturer, small business entrepreneur, and presently the author of America Rising, found on Amazon.com. In today's podcast, we will dive into some fundamental facts on the BLM movement with commentary on some of the key players involved. The BREATH Act is being sponsored by Ayanna Pressley and Rashida Tlaib. Now, most people who appear on television on behalf of BLM really don't know what the BREATH Act entails. Actually, they don't really know what BLM entails, but I think they're being played, and they don't understand the movement itself. The BREATH Act, at least on the regular news, comes across as something which will defund the police, which will abolish ICE, which will close prisons, and which will engage a debate for reparations. But it's much, much more than that. The BREATH Act would in part eliminate federal programs and agencies used to finance and expand the U.S. criminal legal system. Agencies and programs including the Department of Defense 1033 program and Edward Byrne Justice Assistance Grant Program, community-oriented policing services, the Drug Enforcement Administration, and Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. It would also make recommendations to dramatically reduce the Department of Defense budget. Nobody mentioned that as they were talking about the BREATH Act. The proposal also calls for eliminating state gang databases, nixing laws criminalizing illegal border entry, removing police presence from schools, and investing in the development of programs that examine the political, economic, and social impacts of colonialism, genocide against indigenous people, and slavery. So here we bring in the American Indian. That's a new aspect of it. That's not about Black Lives Matter, as we know it to be. It also calls for the passage of Representative Sheila Jackson's, Democrat of Texas, commission to study and develop reparation proposals for African Americans Act. The proposal specifically seeks to establish commissions that, quote, design reparations for mass criminalization, including the war on drugs and criminalization of prostitution. So you would be giving reparations to prostitutes for the criminalization of prostitution. And police violence, border violence, and the systemic violation of the U.S. government's treaty obligations to tribal nations according to the guide. So what you have here is the BREATH Act is taking away and removing the cement that holds society together. I feel that a clear view of what the radical left is proposing is necessary for all of us to understand the upcoming challenges for our nation. Our next podcast will be on cancel culture, which is one of the mechanisms used by the radicals to advance their agenda. Thank you for watching Citizen View, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the bell for updates.